To discuss the significance of the summit to Nigeria and other African countries, I'm now being joined live from Abuja by a development economist, Professor Ken Ife. Thanks a lot for joining us on the News at 10.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
You're welcome. Now, the UK Prime Minister says Africa is the future. You heard him there, but why do you think they're looking to Africa now? I mean, they're yet to finalize this exit from the EU. Why now?
No, I mean, we have always been on the wings. Don't forget that we have historical relationships with United Kingdom, not least the Commonwealth. So it's an opportunity that we've been waiting. And I think that both parties, I'm talking about Nigeria, both parties, Nigeria and Britain, have a lot to bring to the table. And I think it's a momentous opportunity for Nigeria to try test this new policy of Nigeria first and foreign policy and trade first. So if we can do that, that means that we should now be looking very strongly at what both parties are bringing to the table. We have our oil, we have our gas, we have our mining resources, and they can give us comfort with a guaranteed trade on oil, gas, and those, so that we can plan very, very effectively. But of course, the greatest potential, as far as I see, is that there is the opportunity for Nigeria to negotiate a comprehensive deal with Britain that deals both on trade in goods and trade in services. Goods, I've just mentioned one example, but in trade in services, we are strong in telecommunication, Nollywood, investment. The City of London is one of the biggest financial centers in the world, and all the monies we need for our infrastructure development can be syndicated by the City of London. So it is investment. And if we have education, the highest population, over 1 million Nigerians in the UK, much more than the rest of sub-Saharan African countries put together. So we have serious case for going for a direct bilateral trade deal with Britain. And I know South Africa is heading in that direction. So we should be mindful of the fact that the opportunity is for us to do both, trade in services and trade in goods, and close that deal. And after all, Theresa May in 2018 promised that by 2024, UK would be the biggest trading partner to Africa. And already over $8 billion trade between Nigeria and Britain. That could double, that could triple, depending on the kind of deal that we'll come out with.
Okay, so Prof, I know you've talked about the benefits, and you've talked about the fact that it's timely. But how do we hone in what we want to Nigeria's current economic situation? Usually you have a broad menu, and then you talk about things broadly. But to be able to actually achieve something in the short term, low-hanging fruits, as they say, how are we going to hone in to our current situation right now?
Okay, first of all is a general direction, which I have just painted. Let us focus seriously on doing a bilateral deal with them, irrespective of what else we'll be talking about, a continental deal. After all, Nigeria didn't sign the European Economic Partnership Agreement. We didn't sign it. Even if we had signed it, it's merely about trade in goods. They haven't even come to negotiating trade in services. Even the African Continental Free Trade Area is really about goods. We are yet to enter into implementation and enter to trade in services. But Nigeria is so ripe in their relationship with Britain in particular. Look at foreign direct remittance. $26 billion from remittance of the African diaspora. A lot of them are coming from England. You go and analyze capital importation. Last year in second quarter, 8.5 billion capital importation. And out of that, 4.5 billion was from UK, 1.5 billion from US. So what I'm saying is this: we have a peculiar standing with United Kingdom, and we should exploit it to the fullest. We have a long list of infrastructure that we need to be done in rail, in roads, in maritime. We have a long list, and I'm aware of that. And that list, we can take that to the capital market in the city, and they can help us in organizing investment. That is a business both parties are going to smile to. And then, of course, with education, we have by far the greatest number of students from African origin in UK, over 1 million residents Nigerian residents in the UK, more than the rest of Africa put together. And then we have trade, obviously, as I've said, 8 billion in trade. And we have our banks, some of our banks are in UK. We have Nollywood. We have most service sectors are active between the two parties. So we must use this opportunity to move and close in a bilateral deal, comprehensive bilateral deal. And then the rest of it will be history. It's a momentous opportunity.
All right. Thank you so much, development economist, Professor Ken Ife, for joining us on the News at 10 tonight. Thanks a lot.